All right, I'm making stuffing. We got vegan pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, about 2.5 big loaves of bread I left out overnight and cut up. And I have about, I don't even know how many eggs, like maybe 16 eggs here, 14 eggs, something like that. I'm gonna spray these pans too with olive oil. But first I'm gonna pour some milk in here and we'll whisk these eggs up. And don't forget to season your eggs too with some pepper and salt if you want. And I put some cayenne in there, and we're gonna put some garlic powder. Now what I do is I'll put the cheese in first after my eggs are all mixed. And also, don't forget a little milk. And I'll put the eggs in, I'll put the cheese in first, I'll put the pepperoni in next, and then I'll add the bread. And we're gonna mash it up till where it's all completely wet.
Michelle want me to tape her jam and egg and her hands and eggs.
Listen, we're mixing this together now.
All right, you want me to pour the milk?
No, I already did.
Ooh, there's like egg stuff on the milk handle.
I know.
That milk bottle will never be the
I
same.
needed an extra hand here.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Oh, I was trying to get it
Oh, I get it. I was supposed to know. Just know. Hold on a second.
Mix it all together.
Yeah. So Michelle's mixing everything.
So you do a bite with your hands and you just mash it, literally.
Smash it.
Smash it together. You can add any seasonings you want to. I just do basics, but some people want to add salt, whatever. I put just pepper, a little garlic powder, and cayenne. Because we like it spicy.
Yeah, did you put a lot in there? No. Want to put a little extra?
We got, if you want to make it hot, go ahead.
Let's make it spicy.
All right, that's good.
This is that extra hot. I got it from this Indian store down here. It's extra hot.
But you just don't feel like you gotta worry about the bread getting mashed. You want it to mash.
Let it mash. Let it rain.
Literally gotta you want it all totally saturated. You don't want any dry bread.
So she put so far cubes of cheese, mozzarella, right?
I did a pound of mozzarella cheese.
How many eggs?
Cubed up. I think it was 16 eggs.
What about this stuff?
16 eggs. That's an extra bread. I hate when there's dry bread. When you put, can you look at me? When you put too much bread, you'll have a dry piece.
No dry pieces.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So now, don't.
We'll try these first. Oh yeah, it's better.
When you have extra bread, there could be dry pieces. So if you do put too much bread in, just make sure you add a little more milk. Don't be afraid to add milk as you go.
Yeah.
You don't want there to be any dry bread.
This recipe is from my grandmother.
And of course you can add pepperoni instead of, we have the vegan pepperoni because,
Guys, growing up, my grandmother, we would go to the house, and this is the stuffing we would have. And I remember the first time I had regular stuffing was at another house. I remember I said, "What is this?" They were like, "It's stuffing." I'm like, "Well, we didn't grow up with that." So this was an Italian interpretation of what stuffing, and normally they use pepperoni. Did you say that?
Pepperoni. But I
Yeah,
used
so
to
use
get a
your
whole stick of
pepperoni,
pepperoni,
guys.
peel it,
Yes.
and then I would cube it up.
Cube it yourself, always.
Yes. Don't buy the sliced.
No, slice is not going to work.
You cube a whole stick.
Has to be
They'll
cubed.
come out better.
Has to be cubed.
Yes. And what I'm going to do is let's see. I got to wash
Just
this.
get yourself a ass. This is the family show. Ooh. Look at that handle. You ever touch that? Full eggy. Go.
Now, I had to
So-
wash some of that off my hands. Okay, so I'm going to smash it in here, but first you got to either spray it or get some butter and put it around the edges because you don't want it to stick.
Really?
So should I get butter or you want me to spray it with the olive oil spray?
I say spray with the olive oil. I think it works
There you
great.
go.
I
Either
love
one,
olive
but
oil
if you don't
spray.
have this, you can just use butter or shortening, whatever you got.
Yeah, whatever you got. Whatever you do. Whatever you do to keep the pan sticking. The nothing works like the flour in the...
I know, but you only want
You don't need to do that with this. I'm
You only
just
want to
saying
use
for a
flour or
cake.
bacon.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna get messy again. You're just gonna pick it up mash it down. You can make it as thin or as thick as you want.
Mash it.
The thinner obviously will cook faster, so if you're in a hurry, you can make a couple pans of thin. It's still gonna taste just as good, whatever you wanna do.
Do it.
Usually I would use like a bigger pan, but it's just us two, so.
Yeah. I like a higher pan, like I like it deep, but.
This is deep. You don't think it's
No,
deep?
that's perfect. Yeah, keep
I'll
going.
do this and I'll put the rest in here.
You sure?
Why not?
I would jam that to the top.
Yeah, because you know what? It'll cook better.
All right.
Well, me
That's
too.
right. That's
Right? Or no?
Yeah.
Or
No,
should I
you're
make
right.
one?
No, 2 is fine. I would make 1 though.
Yeah.
Was that all? Yeah.
We'll do it
Yeah,
either
just
way.
you got to cover it, right? And you're just gonna leave it in there longer. Covering is the most important part. Don't forget, guys.
You
'cause
cover it with
don't.
foil at the very end if you want to take the foil off, but honestly,
Yeah. Take it off and let it brown at the end.
this is probably jamming a little too much, but we're gonna
It
find
probably
out.
is. My family's was always really thick, and they used to put it in the turkey, guys. You pull it out; it was so good coming out
Oh,
of
I'm
the turkey.
sure it
by the
was
way.
good.
Mado.
I used to love Thanksgiving. It was my favorite.
Mado.
Now look, I put the oven on 400.
No. I would have went 350 for the inside because how thick this is, but Michelle is a better cook than me, so she's gonna go 400.
We're gonna see. Honestly, I never know what temp I use to cook any of my food.
That was passive aggressive behavior I just showed.
So you want me to put it on 350? How about this? We're gonna do it Jim's way.
It's like, yeah. By the way, guys, if your wife at home is using too much tin foil, let them know.
No, well, without your, because since you don't cook like I do.
You're making it puff up.
You have to make it higher because you don't want it to stick, because this is gonna blow up, especially how high it is.
Okay.
It's gonna blow up.
Okay.
So I want it to be a little, I want a canopy there.
Little canopy.
Yes.
Just protect it from the heat, is what just the sun.
No, I don't want it sticking to the roof.
Probably would put wood in
Probably
there.
like
I
an
don't
hour.
know who would, but
Probably like an hour, maybe. We'll
yeah,
see. We'll come
yeah.
back.
We're excited.
And I'm gonna make sweet potatoes. I only have 1 can, so it's a good thing all I have is a little pan. And you take out most of the juice. You can leave a little bit if you want, but just strain out most of the juice. You put brown sugar, regular sugar, and I'm gonna melt like 2 tablespoons of butter. And then we're gonna blend it all together. Now you're gonna blend this until it's totally smooth and creamy. I don't like to leave any chunks, or barely any chunks. All right, this is about as smooth as you're gonna get it. And then we're gonna pour it in this pan. And this is the best part. Pour marshmallows on top, spread them out. Now once again, I'll cover this with foil. And if you use the heavy duty foil, it works better because it sticks up a little bit. You don't want the marshmallows sticking to the foil. Now I'm just gonna put this in the oven right with the stuffing. Stuffing, sweet potatoes, cooking in here, 350. Stuffing is done. It's about like an hour and 15 minutes?
Is that?
Hour and 15 minutes.
Looks beautiful.
And it looks so good. And if you're like questioning whether yours is done or not, you can stick a knife in there and see, if it comes out wet or it's not done. The eggs still aren't cooked. And I put, the sweet potatoes are done too, but I put them back in just to brown the, I like to brown the marshmallows. It just looks nicer, but you don't have to. All right, I wasn't really happy with the doneness level of either one, so I put them both back in. I feel like the stuffing needed a little more time. And see how it's rising? It needs to be like a little puffed up. It was a little flat, so they both went back in.
Check. Lemon zest, check. Lemon juice, check. And the remaining 1/4 teaspoon salt in a small saucepan. Okay, is that right? I got everything in there then. Wait a minute, I need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
You want me to get the salt?
Guys, when you smoke weed, you want to do these things before or maybe after. Way after.
Let's get the salt. By the way, look. I was confident that these were done now. I mean, might be a little overdone.
All right. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
All right, let's get the salt. Here,
Where's the salt at?
here's salt.
I want to go half. What do you want?
And look, for our, we obviously need gravy. Look, I get this mushroom bisque Amy's soups for gravy, but let me show you this. It's not like the most. Wait a second. Let me show you this really like. I mean, obviously not the best for you situation, but these are gonna be our turkey. These are gonna be our turkey cutlets.
Half a cup of butter.
Half a cup? I think it's one stick maybe. I like the tail on your shoulder.
I know, it's like this new look I got.
It's like you're like a chef. Where's your hat?
I don't know, it's just badass. That's what it is.
It tells
a
you.
tablespoon.
Look, half a cup.
8.
Yep.
So this is a half cup.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
8 tablespoons is a half cup. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So.
Yeah, please stop.
Oh my God.
Please.
I thought it was
So
2.
upset right now.
I thought it was 2. All right. Anyway, this is our turkey. Okay, and these come with these gravy packs, so we can use them first. Oh yeah, Jim made a pie crust with what? Graham crackers?
Yes.
Yes.
Jealous for sure.
Oh my God. So this comes with gravy, but after that we have the mushroom soup option. Oh, and never put all of your no, never put all your marshmallows on, because obviously you see the marshmallows disintegrated a bit. So you have your fresh ones that you saved. I don't know where I put them. Let's look. Oh yeah. Fresh ones that I saved. So when I reheat this or whatever, you can add. You can add some more. What do you gotta do? Heat this up?
We're gonna keep mixing this curd. We can't let it boil, so I have to keep an eye on this tab.
Oh, you have it up high too, just to get it warm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably put
Now look how thick it got. It got so thick.
Yeah.
I think it's what it's supposed to look like.
Recipe.
Wait.
And we're gonna add yogurt to it. We're gonna go crazy.
Listen, Jim can never stick with a recipe.
Well, let me
Okay.
explain why, Michelle.
Wait, we're on the wrong page. Okay. Jim can never stick with the recipe, which is here. All right. He always has to add something. So he's adding yogurt. We don't know why. He just can't help himself.
We're gonna add some Greek yogurt to the
So-
mix, guys. We did it.
It might ruin the recipe, but
good crush.
he doesn't care.
We don't know.
Okay? He does
That's
not.
how crazy
Does
I
not
am.
care. All right.
That's how crazy I am.
He's really out of control. Jim refuses to follow directions in any aspect of his life.
School. This is school.
He's back in grade school. They're like, Jim McCarty, we just want you to underline your heading in red. He's like, nope, I'm going to underline the whole paragraph.
That's right. That's right. Nope.
All right. You got extra mixing?
What do you mean extra? Like it's not
Jim can't
supposed to
stop.
happen?
I think you might throw some cherries in there.
We got cherries in there.
Raisins.
Should I put whole lemons in? Anyone ever do that
Raisins, some
before?
nuts.
I
Why don't you just
never-
stick one of those lemons right in
In
the
certain
center?
countries, they just eat the lemon whole.
Yeah.
It's proof that they're manly.
All right. Where is this crust? In the fridge. The crust has been in the fridge that Jim already
days.
made.
Been there for days.
I don't think we showed you how to make the crust, so you might want to look that up
Believe
yourself.
me, whatever you find will be a better recipe than I'm doing.
Yeah. But Jim just made it with, what'd you use? Graham cracker? What
Yeah, I
else?
purposely used
Graham cracker, what else?
just graham cracker butter
Graham
and a
cracker,
little vanilla.
butter, and
It's a
vanilla.
trick. It's an old ancient trick.
He added the vanilla because he can't stop.
It's not for
He bought vanilla in Mexico and he just is like,
you don't buy
look,
vanilla in Mexico.
see this?
Disrespectful
He's
to
gonna
every
put this in
Mexican.
his meatballs if he could. All right?
The old lady that bought it off of that whittled it.
No.
Spent days whittling the what do you call it, Tomy, to make sure that I use my vanilla and everything,
No.
even my tacos.
No. You might rub some on your sneakers before you sniff them. They
said
smell
that.
like vanilla.
It'll smell better.
All right. We're still at 350. Are we putting it in? Are you? Are you over here eating yogurt?
No.
It's not even good. Put it down. No, you're not. I just saw you with a spoon.
You sure?
Yes, I'm 100% sure. Honestly.
All right.
Just put your lemon pie in there.
I see them always do this. It gets all the air bubbles out, guys. You want to do that a little bit.
Wait, that's extra. Extras that we speak of. Jim loves extras.
Unnecessaries.
Yep.
Let's get this in here.
2 bars.
We're gonna let it fly. That's called letting it fly. You just throw it in like that.
Now, we have to check the time. I don't even know, but we'll see how long.
10, 15 minutes?
I don't know. 10, 15 minutes. We're gonna check it. All right,
Thanksgiving dessert.
This is done. A lemon something.
A lemon
bar
port.
Bar cake hybrid. Okay, so here's the remnants of a party. It came out so good. It's just lemony, custardy goodness. Everything's done. I'll pour a little gravy on there. Happy Thanksgiving.